Eat Sakura's POV. I'm standing with my two best friends at the cemetery in Upper Konoha. A light breeze blows as the blonde-haired boy standing next to me kneels down at a grave marked Minato Namikaze. Naruto whispers as he places a bouquet of fresh flowers in front of the tombstone. I bow my head respectfully, then look up into the bright, clear sky, thinking about the past. Naruto is the only son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. Minato was, and still is, for the most part, a well-respected Konoha intelligence agency operative. His division led the struggle against the notorious terrorist organization known as Akatsuki. Minato Namikaze died during one of his missions. Naruto's mother, Kushina, was also an agent for the Kia, but after her husband's death, left the agency. Several months later the threats began to come. They were all from Akatsuki, promising that they were out to get the rest of Minato's family. To protect Naruto, the Kia changed his last name to his mother's and Naruto Namikaze became Naruto Uzumaki. Along with the name change, the Kia assigned one of their agents, Kakashi Hatake, to trail Naruto at all times and act as his bodyguard. Minato's position in the government continues to provide Naruto with a steady, and huge, flow of money to the Namikaze/Uzumaki household, and it is this money that Naruto lives off of today. He lives in his family's condo located in Upper Konoha, and because of the constant absence of his mother, lives alone. Naruto stands up with a sigh. I begin to walk towards the familiar figure that is standing in front of 3 graves up ahead, Naruto close behind me. I walk up to Sasuke and stand next to him. I look at the 3 graves stretched out in front of us and read the names silently. Fugaku Uchiha, Mikoto Uchiha, Itaki Uchiha. Sasuke's family died in a car crash 2 years ago, leaving the successful corporate business in Sasuke's hands. He sold it, of course, but still retains a hefty amount of stock in his father's company that makes him all the money he will ever need. The crash changed Sasuke. Before he used to be more cheerful and outgoing, but ever since the death of his family he became more serious and reserved. He wouldn't be so depressing around Naruto or me, of course. We are his best friends. We were the ones who were there for him during his time of struggle. We helped get him back on his feet and carry on with his life. We convinced him to spend his money on a loft instead of drugs. We got him to sell the company rather than run it into the ground and lose everything his family had left for him. Once every week I would go with Naruto and Sasuke to the cemetery to visit their deceased family members. I always remembered to keep in mind how fortunate I was that no such tragedies had ever happened in my family. I am the daughter of the entertainment industry. My father is a world-renowned producer and my mother a greatly respected director. They are often out of the country for work, opting to film outside a studio to increase authenticity, but they always make sure I have enough money back at home. My parents are also into real estate, as my family owns Upper Konoha Harano Tower, of which I call the very top floor, the penthouse, my home. 3 people, 3 lives, 3 stories. That's how it's always been with Sasuke, Naruto, and me. I don't quite remember how the 3 of us became friends. It was probably during an Upper Konoha banquet of some sort. Our families are powerhouses, our names are known throughout their respective fields. If I introduced myself to a local film studio I would be instantly glorified and the ass-kissing would ensue. If Sasuke walked into a stock market building he would be able to get anything he wanted from them. If Naruto mentioned his name at the doors of any government building, he would have full access to everything in there. But we never flaunt our celebrity. In fact, the 3 of us would be perfectly fine if we had different names and backgrounds, just as long as we had each other and our money. That was probably the one thing we are addicted to, spending. We indulge on expensive food and clothing. Our homes are filled with custom-made furniture and our closets filled with designer labels. Not that we're complaining, though. There are plenty of perks just living in Upper Konoha, like the never-ending nightlife and terrific hangouts. There's never a dull moment living the fast lives that we live. In fact, things can get a little too exciting.